Hey guys, this is Muggs from Silver Warrior, and today I'm showing you an awesome attack by I Cook Meats. And this attack is going to be called Surgical Hog Variation. And there's many ways you can come up with this army composition, and I call it variation because he uses 2 golems instead of 1 golem to get to the queen. But that was his choice, and it ends up being a very good choice for him. So let's talk about what Surgical Hogs is and why this is a great base to do it on. So Surgical Hogs is just being very precise with where you drop your hogs rather than dropping them in 2 spots, like here and here, and this hoping that they come in and kind of bounce out like this and go through the base, and then you're healing as they go through, and you're hoping that they have to go in and out and all this. You don't have to. Sometimes there's a little bit of guessing. You should never guess when you're using hogs. You want to know where they're going. And that way you're going to be much more successful. So when you're doing a surgical hog attack, you want to choose a base that has point defenses like cannons and archer towers on the outside. Like this base right here. And why that is because you can drop 1 giant right here and then drop 2 to 3 hogs behind the giant. And by the time the giant dies, your hogs have taken literally no damage. And these 2 buildings are already destroyed. And they're coming to the middle. And then they take very little damage from this. So it's a very effective and efficient way to use hogs. And if you drop 1 giant, then 2 or 3, and 2 or 3, then 1 giant, 2 or 3 hogs, 2 or 3 hogs. Like so. Whoops. And, the same thing on the bottom here. Same thing on the bottom. You drop 1 giant, in this area, and then 2 or 3 hogs here. He ends up not dropping a giant down here because he runs out. And plus, it wouldn't really tank real well because of this Dark Elixir storage. It's a little different on the bottom than it is at the top. And so what ends up happening is that all the hogs end up converging to the middle around the same time. So these go like this, and right when this dies, these are all coming in here. And then you got 2 and 3 groups of hogs all coming to the middle when everything on this side of the base is dead, which gives you plenty of time for cleanup, which a lot of times you run out with the other method of hogging. All right, so let's play the attack, and I will try to critique it and walk through the steps as it happens. Remember, the attack goes very quick once it gets started. Okay, so like any good hog attack, the first thing you always have to do is lure the clan castle. Alright, so he does that with 2 giants, which is good. And then he uses a minion to pull to the other side of the map, which he obviously put too close. He gets them across the map, which is good. Then he drops a couple of barbarians. And then he drops his witches, his kill squad. Now, he opts to drop his queen, which is fine. That way you're basically ensuring that your witches aren't going to die and that, the CC cleanup is going to be easy and smooth. And the way he does it is fine. It's a good way to drop it because he's going to use a clan castle golem, to tank the upper defenses, and he's going to drop another one of his golems on the bottom. So he's going to have his golem here, and he's going to drop another one in this area. All right? And that's fine. But as soon as he dropped this golem up top, he needs to drop another wizard right here. And what ends up happening is that this wizard, he didn't create a perfect funnel. And because of that, his queen ends up circling the base, and you'll see in a second. So if he had dropped a wizard right here, it would have prevented that from happening. All right, so let's continue with the attack. All right, so golems dropped. Wall breakers dropped. Breaks in. Golem starts walking in. Like I said before, if he had to drop that wizard a little higher, would have been no problem. Queen clears the rest of the stuff. She goes in, starts taking out the archer tower. He drops his jump spell. Perfectly placed jump spell. He drops his king after these buildings on the bottom were cleared, which is very smart because it could have easily circled. And then he would have been a disaster attack because the queen wouldn't have died. So, all right, let's stop right here. I almost missed it. It was so fast. So after he's used his king's ability and killed their queen and is going to kill all this stuff, and some of these, his kill squad and these wizards are going to take out a few of these, hopefully, maybe not. He drops one giant, like I said before, and watch these defenses, watch what they do. So he dropped 3 hogs here, 3 hogs here. They're coming in right at these 2 defenses like we talked about. The giant's still alive. The hogs are taking 0 damage. The giant just died. And look at the hogs. All right. Now, as that is happening, he has already dropped 1 giant here to tank these 3 defenses like we talked about earlier. All right. And now he drops 2 or 3 on each one of these. Same thing. All right. Now that he's done the top and the bottom, he's come back to drop a heal on these hogs so they don't die, because there's a bomb and a Tesla there. So it's probably going to be bomb Tesla combo. Right, again, the giant just died over here. Hogs full health. Both these defenses are now dead. All right, continue watching. Drops the heal knowing that there's going to be a bomb there potentially now. Same thing on the bottom. He goes 3 and 3 because there's no giant. I probably would have dropped a bomb here because I would have thought there was a bomb. He ends up putting it up top, which ends up being fine because the hog lived longer while the king's beating on him. But ends up being a very good attack. The only critique that you could really get after him about is the queen not going to the middle, but the queen didn't die, and she's going to help immensely in the cleanup. So, and he left this one air sweeper out here, which could have been disastrous if his hogs circled the whole base, and then the last building they attacked was the town hall. But they end up coming back to the middle because of the storage and the king CC and then town hall. But yeah, very good attack, very well executed. It is probably one of the strongest town hall 9 attacks in the base, in the game, depending on the base. But it has to be executed very well. As you saw, it's a very fast attack. So you have to have a really good plan before you just go in and wing it. All right, guys, I hope you learned something. This is Muggs from Silver Warrior. Peace.